Good morning. To President Ballard Washington, President Harold Jones of the Alumni Association, Chair Will Simmons of the University Foundation, distinguished members of the Board of Regents, all the elected officials here, including my colleagues in the Georgia General Assembly, Senator Derek Mallow, Representative Edna Jackson, members of the faculty and staff, it is my great honor to join you in this celebration. To the mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers, uncles, aunts, sisters, and brothers of the graduates, we know that your graduate has not made it to this day alone. This moment of triumph is made possible by many of you who may not have had this opportunity yourself, but who worked, prayed, and sacrificed so that your beloved graduate would. In a moment, I'm going to ask our graduates to stand up and give your parents and guardians and your unbreakable circle of support a round of applause. But I also want you to clap for your haters, those who meant you harm or tried to make you doubt yourself. Today is your testimony. Yes. Graduates, please stand up and give them all a standing ovation. Yes. Yes, families. Now, I know, we're excited with you, Mama. Now, to the incredibly talented Tigers class of 2023, congratulations. It is done. The course has been run. As graduates of Georgia's oldest HBCU, you are part of a legacy of strength, resilience, and a tradition of excellence that's been built over 130 years. So when President Ballard Washington first invited me to speak, my reaction was excitement and gratitude. As a state senator, I'm no stranger to public speaking, but I just knew there was going to be something very special about addressing this group on this day. Today, you receive your well-earned award. I hope you're excited, if not a little nervous, about all that lies before you, and each of us shares in your joy. But before that great getting up moment, when you cross this long-coveted stage of transition and untold possibilities, let me tell you something. Black HBCU graduates are thriving, and it's not just a feeling, it's a fact. Black HBCU graduates, a recent Gallup study recently revealed that Black graduates of HBCUs are more likely than Black graduates of other institutions to be thriving, strong, consistent, and progressing in a number of areas of their lives, particularly in their financial and purpose well-being. Black colleges continue to outperform non-HBCUs in graduating successful professionals in a number of fields. And listen to this. One's ability to improve their economic status over the course of their lifetime for HBCU grads is nearly double that of all U.S. colleges. That bears repeating. The economic mobility for Savannah State University and all the other historically Black colleges and universities is twice that of all the other schools in the nation. That includes the 8 Ivies, the Big 10 universities, and the 75 elites. For all their wealth and prestige, these universities do not give Black and brown students the nurturing and development they need to thrive inside and outside their institutions. Soon, Savannah State will be adding your name to the alumni rolls. But before you turn your tassel, I need to ask all the mamas who are here to give me a moment of grace, because I have a riddle for you graduates. What does writing your mama jokes have to do with politics? Think about it. What's a clapback got to do with writing legislation? While you're thinking that through, let me share something that's been on my mind. In today's society, we are led to believe that success is a straight line that shoots upward. It's the overnight sensation, the adolescent multimillionaire, or the young virtuoso who gets the most views or likes on social media. In fact, some of social media's biggest platforms tell us by their very names that success should be quick. Consider the urgent chime of an impatient clock, tick-tock, tick-tock. The immediacy behind Instagram, or the gone in the blink of an eye feature of Snapchat. We may be fooled into believing that life itself should be instant. Instant success, instant wealth, instant fame or notoriety, instant authority, instant progress. I'm here to tell you that life no more plays out in 3-minute increments than it does in a predictable linear progression. You may think that a life that looks like a line with a steady climb is the best case scenario. That an ascending line would mean that you aced every interview and landed all your dream jobs. It would mean that every time a big case or a high visibility presentation came along, you were summoned to the boardroom. It would mean that you received every promotion, every accolade, and that you marched steadfastly towards your destiny. It is said that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. But when it comes to one's life, I don't agree with that at all. I hate to be the one to bust that conventional wisdom, but the path to your destiny and success in life is more often circuitous, winding, with setbacks and plenty of self-doubt. We can plan and prepare as much as we want. In fact, it will always be in your best interest to plan and prepare. But life rarely goes in a straight line, and we must be ready and able to change direction or reimagine our roadmap at any time. Embracing uncertainty and being agile are two of the most powerful skills you can have. Okay, remember that riddle I gave you earlier? The one about your mama jokes and what do they have to do with politics? Well, the answer, of course, is that to the naked eye, they have nothing in common unless they have everything to do with the politician standing in front of you today. Back when I was the one graduating college, politics wasn't on my radar, nowhere in my plans. Certainly not the destination I thought I'd reach at this point in my life, but here I am. Allow me to share what life looked like for me when I was sitting where you are today. I went to college knowing that I wanted to be a newscaster, but somewhere in my studies, I changed my mind. When I graduated from college, I actually didn't know what I would do next. So after graduation, I applied and got accepted to graduate school. Then when I graduated, I found myself overeducated and underemployed. Underpaid, too. I had earned my MBA and couldn't find a job. But I did know two things. I wanted to be in the media business, and I wanted to start my career in New York City. I was lucky enough to move in with a friend out on Long Island. I started sending out more job applications than I could count. Still, no progress. Did I mention that we were in the middle of a recession, too? Eventually, it was time to move out of my friend's house because we all know that even with good friends, you can wear out your welcome. So my choices were either to go back to live with my parents, and let me be clear, I love my parents, but I did not want to move back in with them. Or I had to figure out life on my own. I chose the latter. But my decision forced me to get creative, something I know you all have in spades because I've seen your Instagrams. And I had to think outside the box. I had heard that the YWCA was a safe place for women. So at 23, I moved into the YWCA in White Plains, New York, and commuted to random temp jobs in New York City. I lived in a room, not an apartment, not a condo, not a house. A small, nondescript room at the Y with my MBA. Whatever I thought my life plan was going to be, This was certainly not it. I felt frustrated with a side order of embarrassed, though determined. Let me tell you, it's tough standing on your own when everyone is questioning your decisions, including yourself. A temp job turned into a permanent job in facilities management, or more specifically, setting up conference room tables and chairs in whatever shape was needed and ordering the food and drinks necessary for every meeting in the building. It was this job, though, that allowed me to move into my own apartment in New Jersey a year later and continue to commute into Manhattan. It was about this time that by chance, I struck up a conversation and then friendship with a comedian turned accountant. He and a friend were starting a production company, Two Brothers and a White Guy Productions. Did I want to join the team? Sure, why not? And that is how I came to scout talent in comedy clubs every Tuesday through Sunday night from the time the club opened till they closed for a year and a half while still working my day job. Well, as time went on, we got a book deal to highlight the age-old African-American comedic tradition known as snapping, playing the dozens, or you guessed it, your mama jokes. No one could have known then that writing and editing your mama jokes would have foreshadowed a life in politics with all its barbs and verbal exchanges. The success of that book led to a second book deal. However, the media business was still calling my name. Eventually, I got the opportunity to interview for a job in marketing at the cable station Comedy Central, when the gentleman interviewing me said at some point in that meeting, "Have you ever thought about sales? I think you'd be really good at that." Well, I'd been told my whole life that I should be a lawyer or go into sales, and I don't know why, but there was something in this perfect stranger saying it to me that I was like, you know what? Yes, I'm gonna go into sales. I'm gonna go for it. I'll spare you all the details, but my going for it took me from comedy clubs and your mama jokes to sales and sports to .coms to marriage and motherhood to business, event production, philanthropy to now serving my district and our state as an elected official, where one of my priorities is Georgia's HBCUs. I admit that along the way, there were times when I felt defeated. I longed for the ease and the convenience and the safety of predictability. I believe it's human nature to want to know what's next, to allay our fears about the future by taking a sneak peek around the corners of time. But we are all on a journey where next steps are not always visible. We are navigating a life journey that is tailor-made for us, and by not giving us a cheat sheet, it is designed to make us a fuller and stronger person. Some would say, what's for you is for you. Others may say, God doesn't give you more than you can bear. But I particularly like how artist and author Danielle Dobie sums it up. You are a match for your mountain. Take it from me. When you face your mountain, when you make the less convenient choice or take the road less traveled, you learn one of life's most valuable lessons. To be on your own is to own yourself. Embark on this great journey by thinking on your feet, changing courses according to the conditions, and by gathering the confidence to chart your own course. If you are brave, this will be the opportunity for self-discovery as you honestly consider your character and moral compass, your vision or lack of one, and yes, even your flaws, especially your flaws. These may very well be the times that define you the most. I have often found and said that the most interesting people in life are like cats with 9 lives. They are the dreamers and doers who find courage and strength to get back on their feet, even after life knocks them down. They are people who so many times have made a way out of no way. To me, they are not just cats, they're tigers, just like you. Yes. Navigating without giving up is how you turn setbacks into opportunities for success. Navigating without giving up is how you win. Navigating without giving up is how you begin building a life that is truly worthy of all your hard work. Because unlike social media, that is real life. And in that life, there are many lessons. So class of 2023, whatever twists and turns, bounds and baby steps, pivots and plateaus, moments of clarity and confusion you face on your wonderful winding journey, remember the words of Pulitzer Prize-winning Kendrick Lamar, who said, "People have to go through trials and tribulations to get where they at. Do your thing, continue to rock it, because obviously God wants you here." My hope for you is that the line that connects the major points of your life zigzags. I hope that your line dips along with the rises and plateaus and perhaps even breaks to begin again, all with no discernible pattern or timetable. Don't let the tick-tock of an incessant clock cause you to rush into something that you know in your heart of hearts is not right for you. Don't compare the outside of others to your insides. Don't ask for the mountains in your life to be moved, but instead trust that they are made specifically for you. And finally, don't leave it to others to do what you have the intelligence, insight, ingenuity, inventiveness, and now the Savannah State University degree to do for yourself. You can go anywhere from here. No truer words have been spoken. Now go out and own this. Congratulations, class of 2023, and may God walk with you every step of the way. Thank you. Now, if you'll indulge me for just another moment, I would like to ask President Ballard Washington and President Wilson to come join me for a second. Washington. Sorry. Harold Washington. That's you. So sorry. Okay. So I already told you that I was so excited when I got the call to come and join you today, and I was asked to speak. And so when I hung up, I called some friends and partners of mine at HBCU Change. If you don't know what that is, it's a platform that allows you to donate your spare change to HBCUs. Kind of like when you check out at a store, you might have seen where you can round up to the next dollar. Well, I am thrilled and pleased to, I'm gonna have my friends join me up here. Turn it around. I am thrilled and pleased. Well, let me just say, so they were inspired by my invitation to be here, and they wanted to celebrate you as well, graduates. And as you were turning from students of this esteemed institution to alumni, it is my great honor and thrill to present the university with this $10,000 check to the Alumni Association.